someone that you're leading, constructive criticism doesn't have to be painful. It can be very helpful. It can help you build your confidence as a leader. It can also help the person receiving a boost in confidence from constructive criticism if it's done with a loving intent. And so it's really important to understand the energy of confidence. You know, people will often ask me in one-on-one coaching, what's the difference between confidence and ego? How do you know? It's simple. Confidence doesn't boast. It's a quiet presence that's felt. You can hear ego out loud. Confidence is a quiet presence that's felt. And that's because of the energy. I was speaking with a coaching client last evening, and she was working through making a tough decision. And she said, Kendra, I need to know, how do I hear spirit? How do I know it's spirit? And I said to her, first of all, you need to have confidence in spirit and confidence in you and confidence in your ability to hear spirit. So I simply told her that spirit will never ever tell you what to do. It will only ever provide options. Now, spirit might really, really want to direct you in one way, but it will always be a quiet option and a gentle nudge. Spirit might just start nudging you more often to the point that it's annoying you because it's trying to get your attention. Where ego will tell you, so the thoughts in your head that are demanding and pushing, and the you have to's and the you must and the if you don't, those are ego. Spirit would always be that quiet voice behind the ego saying, you really could just choose this, or you really could just choose that. And spirit will never ever direct you to a choice that has an outcome that is harmful for you. Now, ego, on the other hand, has another agenda. It has an agenda to put you on a path of the least amount of joy, of the biggest mess, so that the universe has to spend its time cleaning up the mess that you created in conjunction with ego. So nobody wants to co-create with ego. Everyone wants to co-create with spirit. And in order to co-create with spirit, you have to have confidence in yourself, and you have to have confidence with spirit. So that also comes down to how do we cultivate confidence? Okay, so we talked about having a really great support because energy is contagious. So you want to look around. Are these the people I want to resonate with, associate with? And a really great indication of how you're doing confidence-wise, especially if you're a parent, is look at your children. Your children play off of your energy, okay? So do you have confident children? And don't mistake quiet children, introverted children, as not confident. As long as they're pursuing things that they love and do without hesitation and they're motivated, you'll know that they're confident. But children will mimic back to you what you're putting out there, and that's really important. And it's an important factor for parents. And when, parents come to visit me and I see how their children act, I know exactly the type of energy that's coming from the parent without even really opening up and tapping into their energy. So the other thing that really, really plays in confidence and how we, look at things and the energy of confidence is how we're perceiving things. If we start looking at life from a new perspective, it can help our confidence to grow. And we need to understand and not throw ourselves under the bus when it comes to goals and achievement of goals. Because life really isn't about achieving all these wonderful goals. Life's about dreaming and wanting to achieve goals. Because we have to remember that Spirit in the universe might redirect us off a path of a goal because it's taking us to someplace better. So just because you don't achieve a particular goal doesn't mean you're not achieving what you're supposed to be achieving. And instead of beating yourself up and allowing it to affect your confidence in who you are and what you represent, you need to look at it as more of a redirection instead of a rejection, which I've talked about on many shows. So understanding that that's really important. The other thing about when you become more confident, you will find that money starts to flow more easily to you also. So confidence is an energy that actually is directly linked to the flow of money. And so who doesn't want more money? Simple, get some more confidence. Ask yourself, what makes you feel confident in your life? And make a list of those things. And then, so it's kind of like a pro and con list you're going to do. So you want to ask yourself, what makes me feel confident? You know, what do I know I'm good at? What do I like to do? Maybe I'm not 100% good at it, but I want to learn and I like to learn about it and I'm not afraid to learn about that. And then in your other list, ask what makes you feel anxious. And look at your list. Now you need to find a common ground and start picking and choosing things that actually allow you to feel more yourself and more at ease. So I'll be the first one to tell you that you have to learn to start living your life outside your comfort zone, just outside your comfort zone. So not so outside your comfort zone that you can't function and you're a disaster and confidence is a thing that's so far from your radar, it's not going to register. Just where you're just feeling a little bit uneasy. Because the more you live just a little bit outside your comfort zone, the larger your comfort zone grows, which then in turn allows you to have more experiences of all types in your life. And the more experiences you have is actually what helps you to build and grow that confidence. And as we build and grow that confidence, due to the fact that we are having more experiences, that energy grows. And as that confident energy grows, then it attracts more money, more joy, more experiences that are enjoyable. So it really flows off of you. And stepping into who we are can be scary because we are taught from tiny how to be, how to not be, what is right, what is wrong, all these labels and all these rules. And then you will find that there's a lot of contradictory rules and labels out there in the world. You know, at school, they're going to tell you to stand up for yourself to a bully. So then you might do so and then you get expelled. Well, then that's just teaching us not to do those things, right? So it's really important that we become strong in who we are and understand that there is rules in society, but there is no rule on who we can be and how we can present ourselves, as long as we're being true to ourselves and it's coming from a place of love for us and for others. Because if it's only coming from a place of love for us with no regards to others, then it's definitely not confidence and it's definitely ego. And confidence is driven by spirit. Ego is driven by ego. I mean, we often will say, oh man, that person's egotistical, or oh, that person has a big ego, or so you should know that when you're speaking about confidence, recognize that is an energy coming from someone that is driven by spirit. If anyone has any questions or comments about this, we can pop into the chat room on Spreaker.com and reach me there. It's really interesting to me too. I find that a lot of people will be envious or jealous of people who have a big air of confidence around them. And it's so important that we do not judge others or be envious or jealous, that we applaud and join in celebration someone else's confidence. We could never ever know the intimate intricacies that that person had to face in order to win that confidence and utilize it and earn it. You maybe don't want to have endured the same trials and tribulations as that person did in order to receive that reward of confidence. It's always, there's a saying out there that every person has 100 problems and nobody else wants them. So it's so important that we don't judge others, whether, we have good judgment and we have bad judgment. So it's just important how to learn how to stay neutral and not judge, and not be jealous and not be envious. It comes down to, quit eyeing up the neighbor's grass on the other side of the fence and stick your nose in your own yard and water your own grass type of deal, because you don't know how much work it took to make that neighbor's grass green. So, if you spent less time watching and you spent more time working on your own, you could have the same type of grass as they did, or more grass, and maybe you would find a way with better ease. So really, it's just important for us to really look at confidence as an energy and treat it as an energy, and look at the energies that are blocking it. And how can we remove those blocks? What can we add to our life in order to help grow it? And like I said, that's living just on the edge of your comfort zone. And then tomorrow living a little bit more on the edge and expanding your comfort zone to make your comfort zone so huge that you've experienced a lot of experiences, which in turn grows your confidence. And looking at things that we can remove and energies that we can remove from our life that are creating blocks and stopping us from being able to expand our confidence. You will notice such a big shift in your life when your confidence starts to grow. And I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying, if you want it, then go out and do it. So I am going to end this show early this evening. Anyone who wants can pop in and catch me on Facebook Live at 9:30 Central Standard Time. I'm going to do a full moon check-in on Facebook for about 30 minutes this evening. I would also like to let everyone know I'm going to be offering a manifesting workshop, and I believe it'll be November 15th. It is going to go up next week in the event section on my Facebook page. The listing will be there and all the payment information. I believe it's going to be $55, and it'll be 2 classes of about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours for the 2 classes. And so the price will be $55. I am also going to be running a couple other online workshops. I'll probably be offering the crystal workshop again, as I had a lot of really great feedback for that. Please check out my Facebook page. I have been offering a pick a crystal read that comes with a daily inspiration. The pick a crystal actually goes up the evening before around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then the corresponding daily inspirations actually get posted at 6 a.m. the following morning, and that's your inspiration for the day. I've had so many comments regarding that, and it has been a really great tool for a lot of people, apparently. So I will continue to do those as the feedback has been really good. Anyone out there, I do leadership training on personal growth, and you can contact me if you have a group you'd like me to speak to. And I would also just like to give a shout out to OTCR and my producer Sprinkles for everything she does for me. And I would like to let everyone know that OTCR is looking for hosts. So if there is anyone out there who has an energy-based or a spiritually based business that would like their own show, please do not hesitate to contact me, or you can contact her at offthecuffe-zine.com. She's helping me out in the background because I drew a blank. So you can contact her there and get all set up. And I'm just so that everybody knows, you'd be really surprised at the benefits that you can have. So if you're interested and you don't need to know what to do, I had no knowledge of radio before I was here, and she dragged my butt all the way here, and now it's the favorite part of my week. So I want to thank her for everything she does, and I want to thank all my listeners and all my clients, and just thank everyone for being them and working on them and being here with me each week. And I want to wish everyone a wonderful full moon. I will be back next week. We are going to discuss some more spirit animals next week. I have a few more that have really been showing up, and I'd like to discuss them and share meanings around them with everyone else. So that will probably be the first half of the show. And the second half of the show, I'm looking to have a guest for the second half of the show, but it's not in place. So we'll just have to play it out and see what comes of it. So thanks so much, everyone, for joining me this evening. Take care and have a good night.
And they've forgiven my mistakes. I'm coming. Offthecuffe-zine, an online magazine that is given out freely. The wide range of promotional is unlimited. We take pride in bringing it all together for you. And we recognize that it is hard to reach a lot of people by just having a website, or even those writers that do not have the means to advertise or have a website. This website will provide its free services of advertising and giving others a platform to share their experiences, skills, and abilities. For we believe that it is through others we learn not only of others but of ourselves as well. So, if you need a chat room to hold sessions, we can provide that with audio and video for classes, workshops, or just single sessions. Contact us to see what we can provide with our special features and promotional experience. And it is all free. Yes, free. Join us and meet other like-minded people, because that is what makes OTC the place to be. offthecuffe-zine.com.
Close your eyes, get out of your skin. Only this matters, let it in. If I could, I would be right here with you. In this world of ticking clocks, I hope I'm getting through. So close your eyes, do you feel the same? Only thing that matters, without change, I will let you into my mind's deep. Recover the fallen tears that have been long asleep. Lights are out and heaven's open. We can be everything we want. Oh, stop the clocks, the bees are humming.
Are you someone reaching out to people? Do you have services or products that are waiting to find the right client? You have come to the right place. Off the Cuff is dedicated to helping you make those important connections that allow energy to flow and empower both you and your company, as well as those seeking your quality services and products. Off the Cuff is not only a digital magazine or e-zine that highlights and showcases your authentic business, but can create things for you to use in your own spaces in the physical world and the internet. We create banners to fit your style and situations, logos, audio and video commercials, and so much more. Be sure to visit us at offthecuffe-zine.com and click on our Services tab. Peruse what our creative team has to offer, then connect with us to see how we can help you get yourself out there where your divine connections are waiting. Be sure to visit all of the areas of our website: blogs, radio shows, videos, and interactive live chat sessions. We are home to you and all who wish to connect with the same goals and life visions in mind. Are we unique from most others out there? Check us out and you decide. Off the Cuff, because, frankly, we are just folks wishing to empower you and who love each other as family here. Strictly off-the-cuff stuff. offthecuffe-zine.com.
Set myself aside, lead the way on this trial. If you don't know the way, we can stop and make a change. I know we walk for days, losing hope, fading love. This night will be okay, waking up to another day. Set myself aside, lead the way on this trial. If you don't know the way, we can stop and make a change.